Okay then, so we're here for the final teaser for Mexico. That's what there was a Diddy did a set over here. So a little teaser over here. We got the Mexican-American War, which I guess makes sense for a final teaser over here involving that. And yeah, let me read this over here. Sorry. Just quick. Anyways, being legally taken by Mexican militias back in '49, Southern Arizona had become deeply connected to the Mexican economy, and thus it becoming something Mexico was not willing to hand back without the European proper price. Yeah, so we got over here 2 ways to pay for it, and it can be interesting also over here. Be honest over here. The terms exactly how the paths are gonna be going on over into here. And it's for the scene over here. It's not gonna be a super long conflict, but depending on the circumstances, it's gonna be quite the state over here. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants over here. From Thomas Jefferson, as you say over here and here. To invade Mexico, Mexican forces are presented with the ultimatum to retreat from Tucson immediately. If they waited for war, we didn't know they will reject it. Yeah, we shall see. War, and we also got that going on over here. For the first time since the 40s, American troops have crossed the old border into Mexico, and unlike then, this time it means war. Despite supportive American attempt to settle the issue of Southern Israel peacefully, Western American government have proven completely unable to reach even the most basic agreements on the matter, leaving only war to option the American government. So yeah. For those who are wondering, this, based on the map, this is pre-unification. I think so. I believe it's pre-unification, even though it's January 1st, 1964. So it's going to be quite a bit of a build up for that over here. But I believe pre-unification it only says the Western American government. So it doesn't say the whole U.S. So you're not facing the full might of America at this point over here. You're just facing like about half of it. And not exactly the most prosperous half of it, but it's like. Despite that coaching both sides of this war is one that are willing to fight to the end. Most foreign analysts believe that neither force is properly deployed for a true bloodbath. Beating America's large design in the East Coast and still relative instability, while Mexican finances already being destroyed by a new army during peacetime. Both sides have reason to pursue a quick and decisive war, but they have no sides willing to lose their pride. America awakens with the sleeping giant awake, which I hope to see. And we got 3 serious scenarios over here. So America defeats Mexico. When American forces began their march south, the war was $4. They said the troops were too disorganized. Too little equipped and suddenly claimed 2 minorities should be proper fighting for us. They stated confidently that the modernized American army the Mexican army would do short work in these primitive forces and keep the city as Tucson intact. These guys now looks like buffoons. Not only did the American army manage to retake Tucson, but they also have several beaches across the Rio Grande and ran deep into northern Mexico. With the complete fall of the defense of the economy in free fall due to the fleet investors, Mexico was forced to cut their suffering short and offer unconditional surrender. The following 2 years in Mexico, so the Arcade of Southern Arizona agreed to pay the Americans heavy reparations, but all but formally disarming. Most importantly, the treaty leaves one thing clear: America's back on the world stage of real power. Is Washington next? We shall see. So here, yeah. Tucson over here, along with not exactly some stuff going on over here, but in Tucson doesn't matter. So America holds Tucson over here, so they don't let the so they managed to make it, but they don't like breach the Mexican defenses. The guns go shining across the dead of North America as the echoes go dim. America flag flies high over Tucson after nearly half a year of bloody combat. America and Mexico have down and signed indefinite ceasefire, roughly freezing the farms along the old 1936 border. Despite America's best attempts, they were unable to properly push forward south past the old border, but it doesn't little blunt the joy of retaining their own lands. While the Mexican government has proudly proclaimed victory to its people, given its successful defense of northern Mexico, most here across North America agree the American forces have proven their superiority. Thus, the recovery of the slaves had both American prestige and morale, causing impromptu celebrations to power across the rest of America for the East Coast. Some foreigners have gone so far you can call the ceasefire proper in American war period. America splits her rings. So yeah, so basically Mexico, they managed to hold off from getting properly invaded over here, but the Americans managed to regain Tucson, so it's kind of like a a win-win for both sides over here. They both, well, Mexico arguably lost more because they lost a piece of land, but hey. But now we got Mexico hosts Tucson over here. The Congo side called Little America as the echoes go dim. The Mexican flag flies high over Tucson after nearly half a year of bloody combat. Mexico stepped down and signs indefinite T5 after freeing the front of the old border of America. Despite America's best attempt, the Mexican army and Cardenista militias that kept the promise to maintain Tucson completely attacked from combat. When Mexico has few major offensive victories to celebrate, it has undeniably held ground at every turn of the American army. The Mexican army performed just as many predicted of warlord army one party, leading many north of the border bitter and disillusioned as they can count the dead. While Mexico cities have seen parades and cheers, several minor protests have been held across western America on the failure to retake Tucson. City of one America unified. Ooh, people not Southern Arizona. Mexico's other side over here. No Arizona for you. They Southern Arizona up here. They still got a good chunk of it, but what that means that they'll come back for round 2 at some point in the future. If when America unifies over here, that would be interesting to see. I'll basically be one of 2 options over here. They might be able to do some diplomacy or some shit over here. I think even if even Mexico won that over here, I don't think they would be able to hold on like the form might of a fully unified U.S. that has managed to solidify itself back again. I feel like even that's gonna be like a goddamn miracle when you think about it. But yeah, could be it over here. He's a bit on the short and sweeter side over here. What's sweet? But it's very much an interesting little look at the potential scenarios that can occur depending on circumstances. I'm very much looking forward to how it's going to affect the state of things, as it were. Quite interested in what that's going to entail. How America's gonna be well, that's gonna dictate paths in America. I don't think it will, but I would be interested to see that's gonna influence something. So yeah, tonight I'll see you guys later. It's gonna be a bit short as usual, but let's see how it is. But yeah, see you guys and whatever we got going next. Bye.